back again for continuing on our still life drawing. We've had a day to plan. We've had a day to really get everything situated, set up, and to get a base drawing done where we were simply getting a really light sketch established. So I'm just seeing what's in front of me and I'm creating the space on my paper. I'm using shape and I'm using what I need here to start to establish my still life. All right. Now today, looking at our still life again, I'm keeping everything in the same place, or I'm using that photograph that I took. And today we're going to start adding in details. So our first day of drawing was just really basic, really shape-based, and just fundamentally getting everything prepared. Now we're going to start thinking about those details and also thinking about angles and building up that work within these shapes. So for my face here, I'm really examining the grooves that were carved into the clay, and I'm kind of thinking about where those notches and grooves are, and I'm just going to start creating this kind of layout of the face that was created here. It has some notches, there's areas that are removed. It's also got like a really big bridge to the nose, so I want to make sure that when I get to my shading that I represent that correctly. But there's lots of things going on here, so I'm just taking my time to start filling in those details that were created, and even maybe pushing a little harder now with my pencil to establish these different areas. And to work with a little more confidence too. Once you have everything built up how you want it, then you can kind of feel that you don't have to be so gentle with it or to establish it really lightly. You can go in with more darker, more confident lines. But beyond that, we need to move into everything else and think about how these different items interact with each other, how they might create a little shadow and create that different area that you'll be filling in. So just going to kind of wrap up adding a little more detail here and move into my Cardinals hat. For this, I just really want to kind of get the shapes down. Knowing that this is overlapping, I really want to establish an accurate shape as it covers up those other items. And the same goes for kind of the bill of this hat too. I want to make sure that I don't over exaggerate it too much since it is taking up so much of the space. Being mindful of some of the little light spots. And then I'm just going to ever so gently, before I come back and really finalize it, get the logo of the St. Louis Cardinals in there. Moving along to my shamrock, I want to really get some of these solid lines of the shamrock down. This is created with wood, so it really is just like this one piece, this one line that can be followed. So I want to accurately represent that as well. And then make sure that I come back with those second lines to add the dimension that this shamrock needs. All right. Now, folks, as I work, I'm already seeing some spots that I'd like to adjust. Excuse me. I see some lines that maybe need a little work or a little TLC. So we have that freedom. We have that time to go back and forth, and we have a whole work day today. So we're moving from our shapes, our basic layout, and we're really thinking about those details of our still life today. Have a great day, everyone, and work hard as we continue to establish our amazing drawings.